everyone. Welcome to Chem with Dr. M. Today we're going to talk about what chemistry is, but more importantly, what matter is. Let's get curious. Now your textbook definition is going to tell you that chemistry is the study of matter and its interactions with other matter and energy. But what's matter? Matter is anything that has mass or takes up space. So mass meaning it could be weight. So matter is a lot of things. We have our solids, our liquids, and our gases, and the air around us, right? So those are three phases of matter. We also have plasma, but we'll get to that another time. But what is not matter? Things like sound, la 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 la. We have energy, we have heat, we have light, and time. So nothing that has mass or takes up space. That is what your matter is gonna not be. So how do we take up space? Think of all these tiny, tiny, tiny little particles. Those particles are going to form bonds. They're gonna have some sort of connection. That is how we're creating and taking up space. These are called atoms. When our atoms are positioned in a certain way, when they connect with other atoms to form bonds, it's going to have mass, it's going to take up space because every element on the periodic table has its own specific mass, and because it has mass, it's going to take up space. So even though atoms are super, super small and you need a special microscope in order to see them, they still have mass, they're still gonna take up space. So there are three main phases of matter. We have our solids, like again, I said, these are my solids. That is when your particles are densely, tightly packed together. They're not moving, they kind of just vibrate next to each other. When they are vibrating next to each other and they're densely packed, that's how you're getting your solid. It's not moving, it has a definite shape and a definite volume. You can measure it, that is how it's going to have its mass. Your second phase of matter is going to be our liquid. So you can see in this water bottle that water is moving. So your liquid is going to have a definite volume. You can see how much water is in here, but it doesn't have a definite shape because it's going to take the shape of your container. Your third phase of matter is going to be your gases. Gases are wild. They are going to have indefinite shape, indefinite volume. They are going to take the shape of whatever container it's in. They're going to have the volume of whatever container it's going to be in. Knowing your three phases of matter, it's going to branch off into 5 branches of chemistry. So our first branch of chemistry is organic chemistry. That is the study of carbon-containing compounds. You see a lot of carbon, you see a lot of hydrogen bunched together. You make big, huge organic molecules. Do not be scared. Organic chemistry is like a big, huge puzzle. Our second branch of chemistry is inorganic chemistry. So it's the opposite of organic chemistry. It's not going to contain carbon in it. It's going to contain a lot of metals, like these transition metals over here. Our third branch of chemistry is analytical chemistry, which to me is probably the most interesting branch of chemistry. That is the tools that you use to measure all the different properties of matter. Think of, in today's society, think of a COVID test. Think of the strep test that you take. Those are all tools that we use to measure specific properties of matter. So yes, your bacteria is also matter. Our fourth phase of chemistry is physical chemistry. That is probably the most mathematical branch of chemistry because it ties in physics. So you're looking at energy moving with molecules and how your molecules move to begin with. And then our fifth branch of chemistry is biochemistry. So bio, you think of biology. So it's going to be a combination between biology and chemistry. So you're seeing how your chemistry and the movement in your living organisms. Thanks for following along. I look forward to getting to know you on our chemistry journey. Stay curious.